Hello everyone, Aaron here, and welcome back to Leetcode. Today we've got an easy one. It is the Roman to integer problem. I'm not gonna lie, I actually did this one relatively recently, but I'll solve it on camera anyway. So the idea is that we're doing Roman numerals represented by I, V, X, L, C, D, M. Traditional kind of thing. So 1 is an I, 2 is an I, 3 is an I. But of course the trap is that a 4 is not I, although it was sometimes written like that. We actually write it in this case as IV. So I can be placed before V and X can be placed before L and C can be placed before D and M. So if I see I, I'm going to get to 3. If I see I, V, L, I'm going to get to 58. And if I see V, I, C, X, sorry, I'm reading those back to front. You can tell I've already got a rough idea what algorithm I want to do. So if I have L, V, I, that's 50, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here I got 1,000. 994. But the reason I was reading it right to left rather than left to right was because I was thinking I've got 5 minus 1 plus 100 minus 10 plus 1,000 minus 100 plus 1,000. So what we need first is we need a values dictionary just so I know what I'm doing. An I is a 1, a V is a 5, an X is a 10, and what were the others? They were L, it's 50, C is 100, D is 500, and M is 1,000. And then there's a step down idea, which is that if reading right to left, I see a V, then an I want to step down. If I see an X, then an I want to step down. If I see an L, then an X I want to step down. If I want to see a C, then an X I want to step down. And if I see a M and a C, I want to step down. And if I see a D, let's try that again. If I see a D and a C, I want to step down. So let's just set the total to be 0 for car in S working backwards. In fact, no, we want to do this slightly differently. For I in range len values minus 1, -1, -1. So this is now position I starts at the end. And in fact, we want to stop at 0. Where do I want to stop? Just trying to think where I want to stop here. So the idea is that, you know what? Let's do this slightly differently. Car in S, exactly what I was doing before. If last is none, tot plus equals the value of char. Else, if step down, if last char in step down. So if the last thing I saw No, hang on. If the character I'm looking at and the last thing I saw so if I'm looking at a 5 and the last thing I saw was a 1, no, that's not right. This is if I'm looking at a 1 and the last thing I saw was a 5. If I should be going down, quote, minus equals the value of char, else, quote, plus equal the values. Oops, it's a char, not a chart. So let's do a quick test of this. I've probably made a mistake. Oh my god, there's so much traffic, it is driving me mad. Use all of the example test cases. So to work through it here, we're looking at the I, last is none, so we're going to add 1. Looking at the I, last is 1, last is I. I is not something I need to worry about, so just keep incrementing, keep incrementing. This one here, those three start the same. We do the 3, then we do the 5, because IV is not in our list, VI is though. So this is a set, so it's nice and fast to check these things. And this one here is the trick. We add the 5, but we subtract the 1, we add the 100, we subtract the 10, we add the 1000, subtract the 100, add the 1000. So this should work. Excellent. Let's submit it, see how we do. Yeah, you can see here I'd previously done this with apparently a very similar solution, because the memory use is the same and the runtime is very similar. So that's that one for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.